Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Romica Spiegl-Jones, an illustrator and designer based in Manchester. Welcome back again, I'm glad you were here with me. Just in case you're wondering, a lot of my sketches are done in these Crawford and Black sketchbooks, A5 sketch pads, 130 grams per square meter, and I really like them for pencil sketches and they're really affordable. As you can tell, this is £1 in the works. So, this week was about poses, and yeah, I feel like this week I've maybe stretched myself the most so far. In these 3 weeks I've seen the most development. So this was the first prompt, it was Delight, and sometimes I did the daily prompts all in one day because yeah, I didn't find or make the time to do it, but I'm still quite happy with the result of this week. So you will see a few notes of mine as well. So this here was just the different poses that we should do, which is to stretch tall, sit down, bend down, pick something up, curl up sleeping, run and walking, so all different poses. And I just did some I did some quick sketches just here with my character. And yeah, the first one I did already, I feel like I've just by looking at different poses of people running, it has already improved my drawing. Look, they look so much more dynamic, and yeah, I'm actually overall really happy with how I've developed. And this was some drawing from life in the train. He had a really cute double chin, and I just really enjoyed that. Yeah, I feel drawing from life, although I find it difficult, it's really good in the train because people tend to sit yeah, in the same way for a while. Then some more sketches, thinking about what I should do with my character Junko. I've mispronounced the name the whole time, but now I know it's Junko. So then some brainstorming. Yeah, this is just to show you how I work and think, because I guess everyone does it differently, but it's quite nice to see how people work. Yeah, like showing what could be common sense. So for me, to show common sense would be, yeah, you wouldn't go out if there's like a storm and she's kind of patiently waiting, or slightly impatient, I guess, to go out. And these initial sketches really helped me to develop my poses for my final submission. And here you can see that yeah, I've tried different things. I just imagined how a child would reach for something, but then I realized maybe the way I imagine it and the way a child would actually look might be quite different. So here you can still see I didn't do actual research. This is just how I thought it would look like. But actually I really like this one, and I like the colors in this one, and I feel I've done really well. So then these were the two I chose for my final page. This was her sleeping, and I guess this is quite how I sleep sometimes. And I try to really incorporate different colors, and I guess, yes, mine is quite bright, and it was recommended to use more neutrals, which I did later on, but at this time I only had my quite limited set of pencils, but I really enjoyed doing these. And here I actually used reference, and I think I would have never drawn this kind of pose in this way. So yeah, I can really see the benefit of looking at references. I know I say that all the time, but like I'm so surprised. But yes, I am. Sometimes I'm surprised because I guess I'm just a person who really draws from memory quite a lot. So this is the scene that we've seen before. Do you want me to go back maybe? So here, this was the scene that I've just had quickly in my mind, and then this is how I drew it. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that, but I love these little details, like her little foot tapping and yeah, being impatient. I hope you like it too. So here I've tried to let her walk, and I imagined for this scene that maybe people make fun of her because of her dream and also of the hat she wears, and I tried to emphasize this by making the hat kind of drop. As you might have noticed, that her hat is like a mountain range, and yeah, so I try to express her feeling also through her clothing. And I don't know, I never drew anything that dynamic before. You might think maybe this is still a bit static, but for me this is already a huge step forward. Here I will show you my previous piece, my first piece from Junko, and you can see it's very stiff. And yeah, I feel like I've really grown just by looking at the references and looking at the work that Lilla and Zoe presented in the group, and things that you look at while you do this course. And I'm really surprised, to be honest with you, how much I could move forward. Then I've done some prompts, some chairs, quite rough. These are actually drawn from life, and yeah, these are in my uni cafeteria. And then the prompt was also people sitting on chairs, so obviously that was ideal. I actually really enjoyed doing that, and it's interesting, I observed for the first time that people actually barely have their feet flat on the ground. Most of the time they're kind of twisted or yeah, like lifted off like here, and I found that really nice to actually realize this and just become more aware of life. Because I guess we know all of this, but maybe we're just not aware, and this really helped me to look at that. Look at people in real life, and this is again all from the uni cafeteria, and it was just 1 hour being really productive for me, and I really like this one, and this is my own way of sitting. I don't know if you can 100% recognize this, but this is one of my legs, and the other leg comes from here. So this is like a top view of what I could see. And I found this really refreshing and actually very enjoyable. So then there was another task to develop a secondary character, so something that is not central to your story and that you just like to add some wit or more interest. And I've developed this little hedgehog. There was a little sample of someone's hedgehog development, and I just love hedgehogs, and we have them sometimes at home as visitors back in Austria, and they're really funny creatures, and they're really noisy actually. So I tried different sketches here, but yeah, that's all I've done. I really struggled drawing him running, so then I actually had to look at reference. I don't know, can you see that here? I think it's cute and funny, but it just doesn't look right, does it? Yeah, and then a few more here, and that's when I actually started to look at references. I guess that's why it looks actually quite good, because maybe because we recognize it as more authentic, I don't know. So these are some more, and this one also ended up in my final submission. And that was week 3. All I can say for this week, I feel like I said before, I really stretched myself. So I will show you my finals here. It was a really good learning and growing experience, and I've really, I think, enjoyed drawing from life. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next week. Bye!